You really need that. Be very, very careful. And with a short time period, and you have to take some risks to get out, and guys like him will make you pay for those risks.
Absolutely,
right, Sean?
absolutely. And another one of those guys that is up at the Masters but does very well in the adult division as well.
Yeah, obviously on the podium of the Worlds earlier this year.
Yeah, so second last year here in this tournament. Looking to change that this year.
So let's take another look. Sean, walk me through this this armbar from the mount. He transitions pretty quickly here.
Yeah, he got the mount and he's going to slide that knee up and take the angle, go right through S mount, right over. Oh boy, and there was the arm. Really didn't have much defense there, Maximiliano.
We've all been there.
No, absolutely, man. Just a well-timed arm lock. So
we're scanning the brackets here, trying to find you guys a good place to go next. If we head over to mat number 15, we've got some good matches going on there, and we'll have Rafael Lovato Jr. up there in just a little bit. So we've got a good match going on right now. Playing some De La Riva guard here is De Silva on the bottom here. Playing that hook in front. Going to elevate, coming up hard on the single leg. We're gonna go ahead and transition you guys over to mat 21 whenever we have a chance. Vitor Oliveira is up. He is a absolute monster, and I believe has to be a heavy favorite for the medium heavyweight division, which is actually stacked at Master 1 this year, full of just absolute killers.
It is.
He is a speaking before about a guy monster that's at the top of the heap, even in the adult division, over at mat number 21, Vitor Oliveira.
Yeah. So we'll see if he is still going, because
it doesn't look like he's up right now. Actually, it's the match after this, because I know this
so
gentleman.
must have missed him.
This is Mark Hidalgo. He actually trains with us. Mark's actually a black belt in judo as well. He's trained with the judo Olympic team.
It's not too shabby.
No, and Mark, it's weird. He must have pulled guard. Not a guy. I know he mentioned that he was going to pull guard in this competition, so I think that's probably what's happened. Looks like this match is not too far in. Mark with a double belt grip over the top of the back. Looking to potentially open the guard, go to open guard here in a minute. He's holding the sleeves. Minute 51 left in the match. That over the back belt grip, Sean, it's really frustrating in terms of if you're in the closed guard, because it can really control your posture.
Oh, yeah.
But it is very limited in the places you can go with it. You have to have a very specific technique in mind. Is that right?
Yeah, I like it because I like to pummel and have overhooks and my guard that I like. So that over the back belt grip lets you have that, lets you pummel through the
now. .45 seconds left to go. From the collar sleeve, his opponent looks to stand.
Hidalgo needs to get going. He's got it. That's down by 2.
Yeah, it's that time when you almost have to open the guard, because you have to make your opponent make some choices here. The opponent standing here is actually doing some favors.
Oh, here we go.
Nice triangle. He's got 10 seconds to finish it, essentially.
You got to shove this arm across a little bit.
Maybe thinking about using it to sweep, because it's such a short time period to get somebody to tap from the triangle. That's basically what you have to do, is just pull down on the head, hope that his teammates aren't screaming at him how much time is left in the match.
Yeah.
We have 21 mats running right now here at the Master World Champions. It's the largest tournament in history.
Unbelievable. And like we've mentioned, it's an amazing weekend. It's become this big event.
If we go over to mat number 1, it looks like we have a match getting ready to start over here. We can get some live action going. But yeah, Sean, I think it's amazing how big, and we were talking about this a little bit offline, just how this tournament has become a thing. It's bigger than just a tournament.
Instructor Renzo Gracie will be doing a seminar on Saturday.
And I got to say, Sean, Renzo Gracie, best seminar I've ever been to in my entire life.
I always say I feel like I'm the luckiest guy in the world to get to have trained with him and have him as my instructor. He's freaking just such a phenomenal instructor. Phenomenal human being, but he's really
you get a story with every technique.
Of course you do.
You not only do you learn the technique, but you learn how it was invented.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's amazing.
So we've got these guys here tangling it up. If we head over to mat number 15, it looks like we've got some really good matches either underway or on deck.
Yeah.
And as we mentioned before, there's just so many great matches going on right now. There's 21 matches running simultaneously. It's hard to stay on top of all of them, but we're trying to keep our eyes on some of these bigger names that we know you guys are trying to keep an eye on. Rafael Lovato Jr. will be up on mat number 15 here in a little while, so for you guys that are following his story, mat number 15 here in just a little while. So this is mat number 15 right now.
I think we have
Carl. Yeah. It looks like we have Carl Johan Wicklund and Jeffrey Simone from Nova União. I think we have Simone on top here, looking to pass. Looking for that pant grip. You know what I've noticed here, Sean, just a little bit watching is I've seen a lot more butterfly guard. I've seen a lot of butterfly guard at this tournament here so far.
We talked about this earlier. Last year, it was full of like really tight butterfly guard passing, butterfly guard from the bottom, sumigeshis, pressure passing. It just seems to be that's that. It's a little older school style of jiu-jitsu.
It is. It's funny.
It's nice to see.
Some of the guys that I train with that are guys that have been black belts for 20-plus years, it's that similar style game.
Yep.
And it is exactly as you said, butterfly guard, really, really heavy pressure. And it's kind of a nice change up if you're somebody that watches a lot of jiu-jitsu, because this part of jiu-jitsu, it's not that it's ineffective or not in vogue. It's extremely effective, but in some ways it's just not you're not seeing as much of it right now, and it's not because it's not effective. It's just because the guys that are on top right now aren't necessarily leveraging that game, and it's not an indictment against it. It's just that just happens to be the trend right now in adult competition.
Yep. And I do expect you see elements of it creeping back in, but I think 50-50 things like this change it a little bit. You got the guys get stuck in 50-50, of course, and so. But this style of jiu-jitsu is arguably, in my opinion, it's arguably the best. If you're trying to go fight, like this is it. Mm-hmm. This is the style that wins fights.
We see guys like Damian Maia that are obviously competing in mixed martial arts that have found a tremendous amount of success with that type of jiu-jitsu, where a lot of other really high-level competitors have failed with other games. So I think there is a certain amount of precedent to that statement, Sean.
Yeah.
See some closed guard here.
Yeah. Carl Johan there in the white.
2 minutes, 22 seconds left in this match.
Working to get his posture free and stand up. But Simone's not having any of it.
When a guy
right leg should come up now. He wants to stand. Space for the guard, and he did it. Opened it effectively.
Keeping his elbows in really tight there. Keeping the knee up, though.